like to know what she wants. You have to make her guess what you are going to get for them. Story 1. Create a folder on your phone for photos. Take photos of the packages of things she uses and things she likes. For example, take a photo of the box of tampons she regularly uses. Then if she asks you to stop and get some, you know exactly what to buy. Do the same with lotions, soaps, snack foods, drinks, alcohol, and so on. You can also keep notes on your phone. For instance, if you are at dinner and she gets a specific dish and she's doing that bouncing from side to side, "Oh my gosh, this is so good," while she is eating it, make a note in your phone with the name of the dish and the restaurant. That way, if she is having a bad day, you can take her out to dinner and bring her to that place so she can get the food you know she likes and makes her happy. If people did these kinds of simple things for each other, relationships would be a lot happier for everyone involved. Story 2. What you say and do around her friends or mutual friends will definitely get back to her. Use this knowledge accordingly. Also, buy a second set of bed sheets and keep your towels washed. Nothing is more impressive than freshening up the bed after a night of intimacy and having nice high-quality towels for a good shower. Story 3. If she vents, just listen and empathize. If it is bad, say it is bad. If she is mad, be mad with her. Do not just try to fix it or offer numerous solutions. Save it for when she is ready. I am emotionally mechanical and took a while to understand. Story 4. Ask about her day and just ask how she feels. Don't offer solutions unless she specifically asks. Compliment her hair, her driving, or whatever, as long as it's genuine and not awkward. Make sure she's fed, as women notoriously avoid food and end up hungry and grumpy. Story 5. All the things that really irritate her when she is on her period also irritate her all the time, but she usually thinks it isn't helpful to mention them. When that time of the month comes around, her ability to stay silent disappears completely. So no, it doesn't only bother her then. It bothers her all the time, but then is the only time she can't ignore it. Story 6. When she can't decide where she wants to eat, just tell her that you have decided, but it's a surprise. Give her one chance to guess where you are going to get food. Whatever she guesses, just say yes and go with it. 99% of the time, that's where she really wants to go. Story 7. Offering to bring her something or do something for her is nice, but surprising her with it is worth more. Surprising her with something in front of her friends or coworkers is worth the most. Story 8. I will give too. Not just for women, but generally speaking, anybody. Ask them questions that get them talking about themselves or asking about something they are knowledgeable about. Everyone loves to talk about themselves and help someone. In turn, subconsciously, you become more likable to them. After a couple of answers, they will ask about you and an interest in you grows. The second, when they talk about things they like or need to get, surprise them with it. Acts of service go a long way. The first one pairs well with not talking much. The second one pairs well with not being seen much. Story 9. When going out for a date, always compliment her outfit the very first moment you see her. It will set the tone for the rest of the date. If you don't, the thought will linger in her mind. And if she has to ask, "So, how do I look?" just get the check and call it a night or day. It will only go downhill from there. Adding the rationale. The next time you're out in a group of guys and girls, watch the ladies. More often than not, the first thing they'll do is comment on each other's outfits. They put a lot of effort into it and expect some kind of appreciation, rightly so. The least they expect from us men is to compliment them on the final result. To my wife, "Honey, if you're reading this, you look absolutely fabulous, and I love you for taking 3 hours to get ready for dinner, and I'm fine waiting for you, too. Yes, I know I took only 5 minutes, but it's okay. I had a bottle while waiting for you, so all is well. Now let's go for dinner. I've changed the reservation twice, but I'm sure they understand." Story 10. Trash bin with a lid in the guest bathroom. Guest bathroom also has spare tampons, pads, and other essentials. Always have a little bit of chocolate and cheese in the house. If the dress, romper, or outfit has pockets, point them out and ask about the pockets. They'll show off the pockets. Compliment not just her attractiveness but also her style. This should not be the only area in which she receives praise. She's not one-dimensional, otherwise you wouldn't be with her, right? Story 11. When your girlfriend complains about work or some person she met at the store, or how her check engine light keeps beeping at her, just listen. Don't offer to fix it, just listen. Fix it in the background without her noticing if you must. But for the love of God, she doesn't want solutions. She just wants to be heard, so listen. Story 12. Women love boxes, as if it is part of their DNA. They can be small boxes for keeping trinkets or larger boxes, mostly paper but also plastic and wood. So whenever you give a present, make sure the box is nice and can be kept. Always ask if you are about to throw away some boxes. Story 13. Never put them on a pedestal. Treat them as equals. Call them out when they are wrong. They want a guy who will stand up for himself. And don't be afraid to walk away. Story 14. Honestly, the age-old phrase, she wants you to listen to her problem, not fix them, recently clicked for me. Just be sorry for her. Give her a hug when she complains, and agree with her. Story 15. Lead by example. If you say you're going to do something, do it or at least attempt to. Don't be a sore loser and blame others. You'd be surprised how much more attractive you will be to a woman and how easier it will be to talk to her. It shows her you don't need to be perfect, and losses can happen, which eases the tension for her when things don't go as planned. It's hard taking responsibility and accountability when all someone is met with is yelling, bashing, and punishment. That, I think, is a root cause for passive-aggressive behavior, and you don't want that too much. Story 16. If she likes something, don't ask her if you should buy it, just do it. Examples. A certain type of food, a drink, flowers, chocolate, cheese, or a cute stuffed animal. Getting a random gift or treat that you like without asking for it is one of the best things a guy can do for you. Hopefully, she will do the same for you. Story 17. If you go shopping with her and she asks what you think about two pieces of clothing, choose the one where she has the wider smile when looking at herself in the mirror. Bonus, you learn what she likes. Story 18. I keep a note on my phone with all of her sizes. Shoes, certain types of clothes, even her car tires. In fact, there's a portion of this note with all her car information. Since I'm the person who orders and replaces parts anyway, every single thing of hers that has a size at all, I record in this note when the information is given to me. Also, a major section of this note is for her favorites. Favorite dish at any given restaurant, drink, food, flower, movie, song, and so on. Not just favorites, though. Anything she ever mentions that she likes in particular goes on this part of the note. I don't sit there and ask her, though. When we are together, I just listen for her to casually mention these tidbits about what she likes and who she is, and I add them to her note. Recording and recalling these little pieces of information takes extremely little effort on your part, while having a huge impact toward helping her feel like she is cared for, listened to, appreciated, and loved, which she is very dearly. Story 19. When she asks you how clothes look on her, talk about how the clothes look, not about how she looks. Do some basic research on fashion, looking for women with the same body shape as her and what clothes look good on them. The dreaded, how do I look in this conversation turns into a breeze when you can engage in an in-depth discussion about clothing and suggest alternative outfits that she should buy because they will look amazing on her. Story 20. Whenever complimenting a woman, compliment her on something that was from a choice she made. Alternatively, think of her as a man. If you would feel uncomfortable giving a man that compliment, don't give her that compliment. When she out of the blue asks you if you might be interested in doing something, it's because she wants to do it. It doesn't matter what it is. Even if you're not interested, just say, I'm down for any adventure with you. Let's go. Remember that just like she's there for you, you should be there for her. Story 21. If your woman is on her period or thinks she's coming on, go out that day, do a quick trip, and get her sweets, chocolate, feminine products, or flowers. Anything she personally likes would work. Even bowling shoes if that's what she's into. Getting ahead of that curve is a sweet spot. It will really annoy her if you have to be told to do any of that. Story 22. Introduce her to an awesome place she might not know about that you think she'll really like, such as a bar or cafe. It's a bonus if it's a place you've been going to for a while. She'll love discovering it, knowing that you associated that place with her, and thinking that you know lots of cool places. Story 23. I'm usually a rational, diplomatic, fair-minded guy. When my wife is upset about someone or something, my first instinct is to analyze the situation, try to understand both sides, and resolve the conflict in a fair way. But sometimes that's not what she needs from me. Sometimes she just needs me to be an angry, irrational, ride-or-die partner. Story 24. Food. All the time. Order double. Make everything her idea. Do not offer advice. Get really physical hobbies. Eventually, she will want to join, and her physical and mental health will improve. Story 25. I used to do yoga, and over the months, I somehow always found myself next to a girl who was extremely petite and cute. At the end of one of the classes, she was checking herself out in front of the mirror and complaining about how huge her breasts were while grabbing them with both hands and squeezing. My slow brain finally woke up, and I asked her to hang out with me, and she accepted. Story 26. If the kitchen is dirty, her life is a mess, and she feels like everything is falling apart. That's how it is for my wife, anyways. Oh, and flowers all the time just because she likes them. They don't lose their meaning because when I buy them, I'm thinking of her. Story 27. Women like guys who make things easy and make plans. If you want greater success, come with plans in mind and tell them dates and times. Confident leads are a very attractive trait. Married now, but assume this still works. Story 28. Take 60 seconds to wash your belongings in the sink, and I promise the chances of us coming back are exponentially higher. Of course, a shower is always good too, but if time is of the essence. Story 29. Say you want to offer a woman a benign compliment on an aspect of her appearance without sounding like a creep or flirtatious. Try this. Smile softly, put your hand on your chest between the pecs, open with "oh my goodness." Then comment on the thing, ideally something she has control over and chose, like hairstyle, makeup, or clothing, not something she's born with. Then ask a related follow-up question. Keep it short, keep it wholesome, and most importantly, always sincerely mean it from a complimentary place with no ulterior motive. Example. Smile softly, hand on chest. "Oh my goodness, those shoes are so nice. Are they new?" Now she knows you like her shoes but doesn't feel like you were staring at her feet. Smile softly, hand on chest. "Oh my goodness, what a lovely outfit. Is it a special occasion?" She knows the focus was the nice outfit she chose, and you're not commenting on her body or figure. Smile softly, hand on chest. "Oh my goodness." Compliment question equals a benign positive interaction without a trip to human resources. I can't overstate the importance of the physical gesture of the hand on the chest. Don't skip it, it's necessary to the process, trust me. Story 30. Hygiene, hygiene, hygiene. Girls notice when you're smelling fresh, clean-shaven, nails clipped, and hair done. I swear, nails clipped are the most important, and I've had multiple girls say they notice and look for that. Story 31. My wife told me that one of the things that got her hooked on me was the way I treated other people. She thinks it is nice that I am always sweet to older people and chat with them. If we are out, I clean up after us and thank the staff. I always say thanks to the bus driver. Story 32. Here's a really important point that most men don't understand about women because it's simply not an aspect of male sexuality. Respect is a requirement for attraction in women. If she doesn't respect you, she cannot feel attracted to you. If you lose her respect, you'll lose her attraction. Note that women will test you repeatedly to see if you are worthy of respect. They do this kind of testing unconsciously in the early parts of dating and whenever your respectability is called into question. It's challenging, but it's also an innate human female behavior, so it's not going anywhere. Learn to pass these tests. Story 33. Open up your calendar application and set reminders for events relevant to her. She mentions she has an exam on Tuesday at 8 a.m. Set a reminder to follow up with her that night. She said she was going to get her hair and nails done Friday at 2 p.m. Set a reminder to follow up that night. Of course, this goes for more serious things as well. You promised you'd make time to discuss that issue you both touched on last week. Set some time in your calendar and let her know you've already carved out the time. This goes a long way in building trust and communication. Story 34. Do not push yourself onto them. Try to pull yourself back ever so slightly, and if they are interested, you will know it. Think about their perspective and what makes them special to you. They might think the same thing back. Being very forward can catch them off guard and can make them go into fight or flight mode and lose interest. It is unfortunate to hear, but be yourself. Imperfections make perfect. Story 35. If you are engaging in any form of playful banter, and she stops thinking of comebacks and reiterates your previous statement, that means you have caught her attention, and she is giving you an opening to make your move. Anytime I am flirting and she replies with something along the lines of, "Oh, really? Or is that so?" I interpret that as, "I am listening. It is time to make your pitch," and I drop the pretense and make my move. It does not have a 100% success rate, but it is the closest I have come to a sure thing when it comes to reading signs and knowing when she is into me. Story 36. Spare yourself the confusion and frustration by tracking her cycle. When her behavior, energy level, or tolerance for jokes suddenly changes, check the calendar so you know what you are dealing with and you can adjust accordingly. Unless you are an actual abusive person with no social awareness, 9 times out of 10 it is not your fault why she is upset. It is her hormones. I have tried for a decade to rationalize with all my previous partners that they could rise above their hormones, but it never happened. So I just accepted the fact that you cannot control the wave of emotions. Just learn and enjoy how to ride it.